What's up, guys? Larry Chen here. Welcome to another episode of Hoonigan Autofocus. I am in West Los Angeles, and this is my friends. They actually have a private car collection. We got Jay and Mark here.
How you doing?
What's up? How are you guys? Thanks for having us.
Anytime, bro.
We just had a chance to shoot this awesome 356 Carrera Outlaw, right?
That's right. Outlaw number one.
That's Outlaw number one. Stay tuned for the full video of this. We actually wanted to check out some of the other cars that you guys have here. I'm actually excited about this thing. Look at this thing.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. So you guys are doing a restoration on that?
It's more of an uncovering. It's totally original. It has about 18,000 original miles. It was kind of socked away and almost forgotten about. The doctor here is resurrecting it, getting it to optimum performance. Everything here gets driven, everything gets enjoyed as intended, as they were originally created to do. There are no garage queens, and even if they are, we'll still see us doing donuts, doing bad stuff, driving them, enjoying them, and having the time of our life.
Amazing. Okay. Wow, look at this. It's kind of interesting the way you work on this car. You have to basically remove all of the interior, and you have to work on it from inside the car. That's pretty cool. I like that. So that's the thing, is you guys have a very interesting collection all across the board. Old, new, and just the weird and wacky. You guys have some interesting small cars over here, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's check them out.
All right.
All right, so what do we have here? This is, this looks like part of the small car museum.
It actually is. You got to think small. Why don't you jump inside and show them how they open it up?
All right, what is this? First of all,
So this is a Messerschmitt. It was it's a German. It used to be a German aircraft company. As you can tell, it kind of resembles an airplane a little bit.
Canopy.
You know, single seat here, and yeah, man, it's exactly. Oh fuck.
it's more of like a bicycle, I feel like.
It's actually three wheels. It was sold as a motorcycle, and it's how they rebuilt a lot of Europe after the war. They were cheap, they were affordable, you could drive them within the city limits. This one, which we'll talk to later, is four wheels, which is sold as a car. This is a very special one indeed.
What the? It's just straight up bubble.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
actually drive these on the street?
Absolutely, absolutely. We don't really drive them at night, but we take them out and we have fun.
Oh my God.
This is the smallest one. This is the KR 175. 175cc motor. Essentially, it's a two-stroke motor. It's a motorcycle engine, and it'll do about 50 miles an hour.
Amazing.
And so you could technically drive it on the freeway, which we'll be doing in the next episode.
Yeah. What else we got here? Is this like a later model?
This is the later model one. This is the 200. This one's all original.
Whoa.
So they had a couple new features. The
You're stuck. You're stuck for the duration of the video, sir.
Let's keep them there.
You're stuck inside.
So you forgot to see is that it seats, we have our German chocolate bag because everything's better from Germany. It seats 2.5. One up front, one in the back, and a child. A very small child, if you will.
That is
But
crazy.
yeah, just like the airplane configuration.
I love this.
Yeah.
There's still a windshield wiper.
Yeah, absolutely. This actually has a bubble top, a dome as well. But you can drop the top because it's a soft top.
Wow.
All it even needs it as an altimeter. You know the seat goes back, right?
No, you got it.
Yeah, we got it.
I like the little features on this thing. Like, look at this spring. Look at the spring.
Suspension.
That's the suspension. That and your spine. So you got a.
This is the TG 500. This is a 500 cc's. This is four wheels, as you can see.
Oh, this is gotta be fast then.
Yeah, this is the holy grail of the microcar world. They didn't make that many to begin with, and there are less in existence. This is a Tiger Roadster, and believe it or not, these will do about 80 miles an hour, flat out. So yes, you can drive it on even the Autobahn.
Wow.
And people do.
And we actually bought this one. This one came out of Japan. We bought it at an auction, but it was originally in Japan when we picked it up.
What do we have here? What is this?
It's a 1925 Peugeot from France. We like French stuff, French headlights, French cars. Obviously, this is the French section, the Renault and the Peugeot.
It's crazy how many cars. I guess, I mean, if they're all this size, you could fit a bunch in here. But it's crazy how many cars you can actually pack into this little area. What's that over there?
Sciatta Spring. It's Sciatta is a company from Italy. It's a Fiat driveline in there. That was towards the end of production of the whole company that had been around kind of turn of the century. But they have some really cool old Sciatta race cars.
I like this though. Wow. Now, this is when you know you've made it. If you have an E30 M3
As
and
a
you use it
workbench.
as a table.
For the Renault.
I like that. There's some bolts here. Oh man.
Sound deadening.
Yep. We got a Speedster here. Is this like a legit, real Speedster?
57 Speedster, number 83454. Also started life in Southern California. The previous owner's lifelong dream was to always have a Speedster. He purchased a car in 1972 as kind of a basket case. Kept it going. 1975, took it off the road. Went ahead, disassembled it, took his time restoring it, all this time up until 2019. He never got to see it fully finished and back on the road. The paint was done in 1990 by Angelo Pino, who also sadly has passed away, but the original Porsche expert for paint and body.
Wow.
And the car was assembled, put back together at the beginning of the year. It has 99 miles on it since completion. The prior owner got to go for one ride before he passed away. But oddly enough, it's starting right back where he used to live. And we're gonna go down to Marina del Rey and take some pictures and send it to his wife to show her that's still being driven and enjoyed.
Awesome. That is so crazy. What a beautiful car. That's the cool thing. You guys not only have the cars, but you guys have the stories behind the cars.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because to own this when it was new, you know, the point is that you would be pretty old, I guess. You know, that's the thing. But for me, or for all of us, it's still nice to be able to kind of have these time capsules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marky dropped the motor. He's a pro at it now.
Yeah.
Let's see this thing. Wow. It looks like a brand new car.
So this is a standard Porsche 356 pushrod motor. Obviously a lot different than the 4-cam motor. We actually thought about swapping engines just to drive it around a little bit and see. A lot easier to work on. Not the race motor, but obviously a race pedigree for the car as well. 1600, 4 cylinders, air cooled. We call these rare air.
Very cool. What do we got here?
The 32 Ford, very first hot rod ever pretty much introduced to America's street racing, pretty much. That's what this car was made for. And this is actually one of the original Southern California dragsters that they used to race. Also came out of a big collection, private owner who owned a huge collection of cars. He sadly passed away as well. And the car didn't travel far. It was originally in Orange County, and now it's here in LA, and we still drive it and do burnouts and drive it the way it wants to be driven.
I'm seeing a trend here. You have all these dead people's cars. Is that a thing? Like when people die, they're like, I'm gonna buy your car.
I don't know, it just seems to kind of go that way. I don't know, it's weird.
So this is an actual legit, I've seen you.
A real
you
steel
went,
body 32 Ford.
You went to the Grand National Roadster show with that, huh? Is that what it is?
Probably the original owner did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I've had it that long.
But so it's that's the thing is like I've driven a 32 Ford, but I've only driven a replica.
Okay.
But to actually drive like
A real steel
one.
body Ford, yeah. This is the holy grail of American drag racing right here. Awesome. Straight grease lightning.
Very cool. What do we got here? 454.
This is Jay's childhood. That's what he always he's born in the 80s, early 80s.
Got my mullet, my mustache, but I shaved sadly from my 328 Ferrari, a big 80s kind of guy. even though this is the 70s, but you know, 70s, 80s. Big block, American muscle, hoorah.
Glasses Michael Jackson when he's driving with the T-top.
This is nice. I like it a lot. This is really this is like a brand new car.
Oh yeah.
All right, I know these next two cars have a really, really interesting story behind them. These are just so weird. I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is this?
You know the Austin Mini Cooper, made in the 60s from England? This is an Austin Mini Cooper jolly car. As you can see where the door's at, there are no doors.
So what's so jolly about it?
It's because when you're driving it down the street, everyone just is smiling. They're so happy to see you driving this thing. They have no idea what they're even looking at. They think they're dreaming. But as you see, like the wicker seats, essentially what it was made for, it's an island car. When you were a millionaire back in the 60s, 70s on your yacht, you'd park your yacht right there in Saint-Tropez, take the dinghy onto the island, and just whip around. And
You just drive this off of it?
This was the island car,
They were
dude.
actually called Riviera buggies too. Another slang term from, they built 12 of the Jolly. It is the absolute rarest. Of those 12, maybe 5 or 6 still exist. This is the most original, lowest mileage one on the planet, which is pretty cool. And you'll see it sometimes out driving around having some fun. Everything works. There is no heater, but it's kind of like the least of your worries at that
Got tons
point.
of air conditioning.
It's just so
though.
weird. I mean, I would think that you would use this on the golf course or something.
Pretty
like,
much, yeah.
What else could you use this for? You know, like you can't go that fast. It doesn't even have seatbelts.
It goes fast, man. It goes fast.
It doesn't even have seatbelts. And I kind of like the fact that it doesn't have a B pillar. Like you could see right through it. Oh my God, it's just so crazy. So then this is,
The Renault Jolly, its counterpart, which actually started life as Renault Dolphins. And there was a company in Newport Beach, Balboa Island, California, that took them and created their own version of a Mini, except this one has the Surrey top, that's convertible. Also, again, wicker seats, and always painted in fun colors.
wow. It's amazing to me that this is a thing. Like, you think you've seen everything in car culture, traveling the world, shooting cars all over the place. I've never seen anything like this. It's just like a lounge chair inside of a car. But this is the thing that amazes me the most. Like, what were they thinking, you know?
It's all fun. It's the Surrey top and the wicker seats, and at least this one, the top goes down. This one's just a hard top. We thought about taking a can opener and making it a sunroof, but we haven't gotten around to that yet.
Well, this next car I think is my favorite in your collection.
That's everyone's favorite. They just love saying the name.
It's the Comer.
You crazy.
Tell us about the Comer.
The Comer.
Yeah.
The pretty much the original VW van, actually. It was built in the 50s in England. So, you know, it's where it, yeah, man, it's a Comer.
It is a Comer.
Sadly, wasn't too popular. It was a little ahead of its time. It's a front-mounted engine. You sit right above it. It seats 3. This is actually the camper version, or a caravan. It's more like the British section with the French section up in the front. Comer later got absorbed by Sunbeam, and that was pretty much the end of it. The roof actually is a pop top, so you could stand up on the inside.
Dude,
Whoa.
it's got an oven in here.
Wait,
We got everything.
this
dude.
thing
It's
is
straight-
insane. I just can't believe, like, this would be so popular now if it came out.
Coachella, dude. Just park at Coachella.
right?
You straight camping.
Just so many Instagram likes with this thing.
I know how to Instagram pretty well, so.
Is that it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is called the Comer. You guys have the license plate too?
Yeah.
The Comer license plate?
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank God it wasn't given out.
Oh, amazing. This thing is so cool. I can't believe you could fit 3 people up front, and then you can fit like a whole family back here.
And go camping.
It has a kitchen
Yeah,
and
full-on
everything.
kitchen, oven, stovetop.
Oven also?
Yep.
How's this a thing? I haven't even heard about it before.
It's pretty special.
Look at that. Wow. There's actually a lot of room in here. Do you guys actually drive this around?
Absolutely. Everything gets driven.
Amazing. This is parked next to something else that's really weird. I've never seen this. What is this?
This is the Russian version of the Willis Jeep. So they took a basic World War II Willis Jeep, reverse engineered it, and made it much worse. Even some of the tires will still say made in USSR.
Really?
It doesn't go very fast, it's off-road only.
You're telling me this is all original?
Yeah.
These welds.
These welds, yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah, maybe we're drinking a little vodka while they're making it, but
Stoli.
Wow.
there's actually a soft top for it in the windows and the rear frame for it.
Huh.
It's military surplus that got smuggled out of the Iron Curtain, and now it's here.
I love that all the instructions and the placards, everything is in Russian.
Da.
Wow. This thing is so cool. Huh. What kind of engine is it running then?
It's a small one.
Yeah, it only goes like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. It's a 6-cylinder engine, liquid cooled.
I like that it has a
Low range too.
like a potato sack for shift boots.
Pretty much.
Oh man. That is really cool actually. Huh. So this is wishful thinking? The
Yeah,
fact that it goes up to 100 kilometers an hour? No way, huh?
Maybe downhill with the tailwind.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is pretty cool. I like this cover too.
It's got the covers on the front headlights too.
Oh man, that's so weird looking. I feel like I've never seen.
It's basically pronounced Uaz, spelled G-A-Z, but in Russian it is a little different with Russian military plate. We don't know what it says, but it looks cool.
And then you got that parked next to this pimped out ride. This thing. Tell me about this.
A resto mod. It's a 68 GT Convertible Mustang, box channeled, big Coyote motor, huge supercharger.
This is like the Burnout King right here.
Burnouts for days.
Oh yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Supercharged Coyote motor.
Holy cow. When did you guys build this?
We bought it built probably, I don't know, 2 years ago. Came out of Barrett Jackson.
Hot rod. Hot rod.
You go down Santa Monica Boulevard looking for races in this thing or what?
They hear you coming.
Yeah, just lighting up the tires everywhere. Put on a show.
Is it signed by Carroll Shelby? Of course it is.
It's also super cheesy in the inside, but you know, that's what kind of makes it cool too.
I mean, but look at these wheels. They're pimped out for sure.
Dripping with chrome.
So why is it that you guys have such an interesting collection? Like you guys have a little bit of everything.
Probably because of our dad. Our dad's fault. You know, he's been doing this since the 1960s. You know, we were born into it, so we had our taste from anywhere, as you can see, from Russian military to, you know, modern Ferraris, modern classics, rally cars, you know, 1930s pre-war cars. So it's just like whatever's cool, we're into. You know what I mean? Whatever's funky, cool, makes no sense, we're into it. You know.
All right. Okay. So now this section is like the old school
Pre-war section.
Okay. So this is the pre-war section. What do we have here? What is
pre-war
this?
meaning, you know, before 1941, before World War.
Pre-World War II, because we have pre-World War I cars as well, but they're not here right now. So we got to specify which war.
Ah. What is this?
This is a 34 Chrysler Airflow. 34 being the most, you know, important year of this car and the most desired, because of the waterfall grille, especially, as you can see. And I mean, I believe this car pretty much paved the way for a lot of cars later to come. When I look at the front end, I see a Volkswagen Bug a lot. You know, I see rear split window, front windshield, split windshield. You know, the aerodynamic. This car was made to go fast in 1934. You know.
So, and you drive this still?
Oh yeah, man. This thing hauls
Incredible.
ass.
It was about a 6-year restoration, done back to original standards. Check out the interior. It's even got the right fabric.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That just looks pretty comfortable, actually.
Art Deco.
Wow, I like that a lot. I mean, like just these little like bends and everything.
The whole window rolls down. If you want to roll down with the wind wing, or you can just open the wind wing and put the window down itself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, because this.
Yeah, that'll open that, or you could open just this piece, so the whole piece will go down. I mean, they really thought about everything in this car.
Way ahead
has
of its
crumple
time.
zones. It was very safe, and Sally was a little too before its time.
Huh. Amazing. Just like the Comer.
Yeah, exactly.
For its time.
For its time.
Yeah. Wow. What is this?
36 Mercedes 170V Coupe. Probably believed to be the only one in America, and not too many left, yeah. It needs a little help, but we're saving it. It was found in a barn in Pennsylvania, where it sat for some time, and it'll be back on the road and running soon. Of course, after the rally car is done, but.
Right, yeah. Rally car first, please.
Rally car for us.
And as soon as that thing is running, I'd like to come and drive it and shoot it.
Absolutely.
Let's, what's over here?
It's an all original Packard Caribbean. Again, made it through the war, but not too much afterwards. They built a lot of the airplane motors, kind of like a lot of the other car companies in the 40s. Like was big giant motor that we have taken apart right behind you here, behind our.
Oh, what is this?
This is a 1930 Cord L29 Roadster. Cord, EL Cord. This is Auburn Cord Duesenberg, ACD in Auburn, Indiana. This is front wheel drive, actually.
Wait, really?
Front wheel
Just
drive.
like a Civic.
Nice. This is like the Civic of its time.
Yeah, man.
In the 30s?
Yeah, 1930.
Civic of the 30s.
But this
The
is like
Civic
the
of the
ball.
30s.
This is like the top of the line Civic, you know, like the SI lugs.
No, this was an Acura.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
okay,
the Acura.
got it. Oh, wow. This is pretty cool.
Oh, this is a beautiful car.
Again, look at all the scrolling and the again the attention to detail.
I like
They were very expensive at the time. And
Huh. Amazing. I like that you have to put reminders of like first, second.
well, look at the gear shift. I mean, you pull it out and push it forward and twist it around. It's yeah, not too good to valet.
Oh,
Again, a
cool.
straight 8.
I like that it has like a police light.
Spotlights.
Yeah, so I just didn't expect to see a collection with something like this. And then you got like rally cars, Porsches,
The Comer.
Corvettes. Always got to bring up the Comer. Okay, so what were you saying about this? This is like an airplane engine?
Yeah, this is a straight 8, a vertical 8 motor that goes in the 29 Stutz. It's very heavy, as you can see. It's solid cast iron. This is a head down here. Getting the crank machined, polished. It'll be back together soon, but it's big, and it's essentially an airplane motor as well. Tough to maneuver, but we got it done.
Very nice.
Wow, it's crazy how much room.
All this for maybe 100 horsepower.
Wow. It's just like wasting fuel. It's just spitting it out, all the unburnt fuel.
Yeah,
but it's
well,
making 100
at the
horsepower.
time, I mean, the 20s, they just found oil here, and it was cheap. And that's called a dual cowl Phaeton. It's one cowl, 2 cowls.
Oh, okay, because the driver sits here and then you're not like pedestrian.
And this is what made it legal to drink, not while you drove, but while you were being driven in the olden days, because they had a place to keep the bottles.
Over here.
Yeah, underneath there. Whether or not it was completely legal or just the police couldn't see it,
Right. Oh, I see.
who knows, but.
Got it. Okay. This is so cool.
Yeah, again, you're not gonna see another one on the road today.
Yeah. Huh. All right. What else? We got outside? We got some stuff outside?
Yeah, I got some things outside. You got a little more.
Got 80s Ferrari here. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped your car.
Oh, dude.
I know.
That's all
This is it.
This is just the cocky douchebag car when I'm feeling cocky, you know.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, I overlooked this because it's
It just blends in.
I
it
know.
blends in, Unfortunately, look at the rest of your
I
collection.
know, you see new Ferraris
Yeah.
everywhere. You see old new Ferraris everywhere. It's not even special.
It's just a Ferrari.
Another cheap car, another Fiat.
I'll say what. I'll tell you what. I really like this though. I really like this. Tell me about this one.
It's an 89 328 GTS, an Enzo era Ferrari, right before the end. One of the last 200 the cars built, ABS. Still, it got that the Italian style,
Tu sei un pazzo, va via qui!
which I love. Still never sure if you're gonna make it out. Always have your AAA card, but it gets driven, it gets enjoyed.
Smell that leather, Larry.
Oh yeah, I
Smell
like that. Oh,
Smell that
man.
Italian glove.
I love that so much.
Gated shifter too, and 3 pedals.
3-pedal Ferrari.
3 pedal Ferraris. Sadly, a thing of the past.
The way it should be. Wow. I love that. Onto the rolls.
This is at 36 rolls, 2530, body by.
What's going on with this? Why is it turned?
It's turned so you could open the hood.
She's wasted.
Oh, what?
Yeah, otherwise. Ah!
Whoa. Oh. What year is this?
1936. Again, pre-war. But so that's why the ladies turn facing the other way.
Wait, but
The
can you
spirit
turn
of
it back?
ecstasy. Oh yeah,
Oh.
but I can't close the hood with it out.
But it's cool, like this looks like a lamp.
Yeah, these are the driving lights, the marker lights. Follow the inside.
The wood is
Lots
crazy.
of wood, leather, mohair interior. Sadly, the moths got to a little bit of it, but it's an original interior. The front seats have been redone.
Huh. It's right-hand drive too.
Right-hand drive, right shift as well.
Makes it a little bit easier.
Makes it a little easier than right-hand drive and center shift.
So was this a U.S. car or?
No, this was actually imported in the 40s. Obviously, sold in England. They were all right-hand drive at the time. Nelson Rockefeller actually was one of the owners who had it imported and used it around New York City. So in New York, the circa the 40s, if you're around, maybe you saw it driving up and down Fifth Avenue.
Man, you guys have some seriously historic cars with some very cool stories.
Crazy
I
stories.
love that so much. But yeah, you can see it right there. Coachworks. Amazing.
Believe it or not, these are wire wheels, but these are hubcaps, annular hubcaps that go over it.
I cannot believe you guys drive this all the time.
All the time. Kind of fun to go through the drive-through, but you got to reach across.
You gotta do a reach around. What else do you have over here? Ignore that. That's my modern machinery right there. But was this a Saddam Hussein car?
No, this is a 300 SEL 6.3. It's like the original AMG. We're a big AMG Mercedes family. We like fast luxury cars, and this car is one of the first luxury fast Mercedes. You could do a full-on burnout in this thing. You would never know it pulling up to it at a stoplight, but you'll probably get smoked by it, you know? And which is like
300 horsepower.
I like this. This thing is nice.
and it drives like a modern, like it's still like a modern day car. Very fun car to drive.
And what do we have over here?
All reliable. This is the Doka section. Doka, German for double cab, basically. A double cabine crew cab. This is a 67. It's our original work truck. It's all original, as you can see. It's got a lot of bumps, bruises, scratches. Each one tells a story. Again, another Southern California native that's still on the road after all this time. It's still in service.
Yeah, also the car that we learned how to drive stick on, pretty much. this was the driving.
What year is this one?
1967.
Very cool. I like this.
Been in the family since the 70s. A second owner family here.
Wow, it has so much room.
Oh yeah, dude.
Man, obviously, you guys redid the seats, huh?
Yeah.
Original pattern, but
Original pattern,
Oh,
yeah.
I like that you guys have like a little model of it.
Safari windshield, those actually open up outwards. It's another form of air conditioning.
Wait a minute. Those are the light buckets?
Those are the light buckets. Absolutely.
So,
Headlights on.
oh my God. Yeah. There's no, that's it right there. The front is right
Yeah.
here. Wow. That's pretty cool. And then what's this?
The newer version, it's a diesel.
It's like the Vanagon, but the truck version.
Yeah,
huh?
again, used by the German gardening service, imported. And this one has diesel versus the old gasoline 4-cylinder. Newer version, notice the bay window, there's no split in it.
Wow. That is awesome.
This is the VW doctor's car that makes house calls.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for showing us the collection.
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
I know you guys are super busy, but it's just kind of cool to see the big difference, I guess, between the cars that you guys have. Like, there's a bunch of pre-war stuff. There's some cocaine era cars, right? And of course, you have the rally cars, the Porsches, all of that.
We never know what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be something cool.
Yeah. Well, if you guys get any other things in that I can drive on the street, I'll be happy to shoot it, and we'll have a good time
Absolutely.
with it. Oh, maybe we'll take the Jolly out next time and
Yeah.
kind of give everyone some smiles, because it's like,
Absolutely.
hey, look, it's 3 dudes and a Jolly.
Miles per mile.
Awesome. That's a wrap.